This is a review of the Motorola TLKR T5 walkie talkie, which I bought less than a week ago. Straight away I'll mention the supposed range of 6 km. Take that with a very big pinch of salt. I did manage to get about 2.8 miles, almost 3 miles from inside the house up to a nearby mountain, and that's about 5 or so kilometers, but there's a lot of background noise and somebody else came onto the channel. When the pack arrives, it's very simple to assemble. Get your walkie-talkie, battery pack. You can use the battery pack comes with it, or buy your own. Belt clip, major problem. I've dropped it 3 times in 3 days. One of my kids actually lost the walkie-talkie for about half an hour yesterday, and lucky enough I was able to communicate with someone else who found it and managed to get it back. What it really needs is a lanyard attached to this and then attached to your belt. Behind it came with it, but it'll be the next thing I buy for it. It's just far too slippy, which is handy for taking it off, but if you sit down, walking about, bumping into things, it just comes off far too easily. Working the actual walkie-talkie, very simple. There are other things you can do with it, but I've just stuck with the basics so far. Your volume control, you've got your channel selection, 8 channels, and if as you find someone else on the channel as I did yesterday, then you can just change over to a sub channel within that there. There's supposedly 121 sub channels for each channel. You can use it as a baby monitor apparently, but I have no real use for that. You can scan for other frequencies, again no real use for that. You can set it to go off by itself, and you can also use it as voice operated. If you want to call the other device, I ended up using this yesterday, like a mobile phone, very handy. That's one of the best things about this walkie-talkie. It looks like rather odd, funky mobile phone. Even the colour is actually like the wife's mobile phone cover. Which is good. Instead of walking around with a standard black vertical aerial walkie-talkie, this looks a lot less conspicuous and blends more into the background. Doesn't look so odd, less suspicious. It's fairly chunky, so I've dropped it a few times. No marks, no damage so far. Dare say it's fairly sturdy. Again, back to the range. I did get, well, I suppose about 5 kilometers from top of a hill. But within a residential area, within 500 meters, it was getting a lot of background noise and was quite difficult to make out the person speaking. So the 6 kilometer quoted would be across open water or from hill to hill. Cost £38 for the pair. Comes with the charging station. Overall, I would say it's 8 out of 10. Give us a lanyard with the Motorola, and I would say 9 out of 10. Improve the aerial reception, residential areas, and it's 10 out of 10. But other than that, it's a pretty good buy.